Welcome everybody. 4, 1, yes. Welcome to a Let's Play Westwood Associates. I haven't done any recording in a long time, actually. And SSI present. I'm sure a lot of people already know what this is. An official Advanced Dungeons & Dragons product. Computer product. It's not just a product, but a computer one. Eye of the Beholder. We, the blue team, have gathered to purge our city of ancient evil. Give a call to the heroes of the land, and let us choose our champions. Master. They think they have found a solution. Our team might look something like that. It's certainly possible. We will have at least 2 of those. One of those is a cleric, one of those is a mage. We commission you to find the nature of this evil and destroy. Prepare the dangerous journey. Grab his spells. Sheath the sword. And the priest prays. I mean, you know, it makes sense. It works. Search below the city. We have them. Oh geez. Their fate is sealed. Eye of the Beholder. This is the first game. I'm not playing... I've played this one before. While I talk about the game, I'm going to start generating the party because, honestly, this could take a while. So, yeah, I'm just going to talk about the game while I generate my team. I'm going to have a half-elf. But, basically, this is a first-person dungeon crawler RPG. That is based on Dungeons & Dragons. And I'm gonna have the front character is gonna be a ranger, a chaotic good ranger. He's a half elf, so he's a ranger too. I never really liked a lot of these. Some of them are alright. We'll go with that one. Be that gruff guy. Alright, so now I gotta do the part that's gonna take a while. I may eventually just, like, modify some of this. I am going to partially cheat on that regard. Rangers require a decent wisdom, if I remember right, but they also, like, they require to have a 14, I think. I want to have a good strength and a good a good dex, really. But I also kind of want a good con. What I'm going to try to do with the modification of it, though, I'm really just looking for a good strength roll. Then I'll look at what else I get. God, I'm getting crap rolls. Come on. 1840. I can accept that, and then we can modify this a little bit. We want to lower the intelligence by 4, to raise the constitution by 2, and the dexterity by 2. I'm gonna cheat a little bit because I don't want to sit here and roll just for hours. I'm gonna give him a 17. No, he's gonna have a 16 dex. I'm not gonna cheat that much. And his wisdom's gonna be a 15 because, like I said before, I can't go down below 14. So I'm gonna have his wisdom be a 15. I don't like necessarily having stats that are lower than 10s. Just, even though it doesn't actually do anything in AD&D, I think your stats don't start having negative impacts on you until, like, really, 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 really low. Like, 4, I think, in AD&D? It's like 4 or 6. One of those, it's somewhere around there. Maybe it's 8, though. But I don't know. It's not 10. How much HP would the game let me have? He rolled 20. 36 could have been his maximum. So what I'm going to do right now is that with a 16 con, I know you're not going to necessarily believe me. You'll hear it on the table. That's how you're going to have to believe me. I have D10s with me right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll 3 D10s because he's 3rd level. And that's what I think that's what the game is having him roll, by the way. I'm pretty sure that in the AD&D player's handbooks that I have, Rangers roll a D8. It's one of the things about Rangers that's worse than Fighter. But they're clearly having me roll a D10 because with a 16 con I'd be getting +2. Because the way AD&D works is a lot different from 3rd edition, and really, honestly, any other edition. Your stats don't do anything for you until 15 plus. Con at 15 is +1 to HP at level, 16 is +2 to HP at level, and for any class that isn't just a fighter, I think that's maximum. I don't think that they would let an 18 make my HP go up with it. Oh no, they do. They do. That's fine. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to cheat him too much, like I said. I'm not even going to change his strength. This is going to stay in 1840. We will find magical artifacts that we can give people to make them a little better at what they do. And this is a more, like, acceptable character. It's likely that I could have rolled this. The only one I'm thinking about maybe doing is raising that dex to a 17. Because this game can be a little unforgiving, and I think 2 might even be harder. So if we're going to transfer the characters, which I am, yeah. But anyways, I'm going to roll 3d10s, and I'm going to add 6, and that's what his HP is going to be. And all I'm going to do is, while I'm rolling, I can't roll 1s. So, here we go. You can hear this dice. Here we go. Oh, one of them was a 1. Now it's a 9. I have a 9 and a 5. And then the third one is a 6. So that's 11, 20, 26 hit points. So that's what I'm going to drop him down to. It's 6 better than what the game rolled for me. So, not bad. Not bad. This will be our half-elf. He is going to be the character that is me. So like I said, this is AD&D, not any kind of D&D that anybody would be familiar with anymore, really. I mean, there's some people out there that play AD&D still. I'm one of them. But our next frontliner is going to be a dwarf, I think. Yeah, we'll do a dwarf. A dwarven fighter. Straight fighter. He will be our lawful neutral character. And we have to find a dwarf in here. Dwarven fighter. Or at least something that could be a dwarven fighter. That one is actually used by a character you can get in the game. I don't necessarily want to use it, because then we could have 2 of that person. But it might end up being, like, the only one I like. This is a decent dwarven fighter. Alright, so. Again, looking for that 18 plus strength. That's what we're looking for here. I'm looking for 18 plus strength and really good con. I could care less about his dex. 18 plus strength. I just want the game to roll the strength for me. 1859. Okay. This is actually really good numbers. We can probably modify this without cheating too much. Because I'm just doing the whole, like, I remove 3 points. I add 3 points, right? You know? So we're going to lower his charisma. He doesn't need to have a charisma. We're going to give him that 18 con. Yeah, 18 con. We'll lower that dex down to a 12. It'll make it harder to get him any actual dex. We'll lower his wisdom down to an 11. Put that back, actually. Put that back to a 14. I want to get him up to a 15 here. But I don't want his stats to be, like, too... Just like, oh, look, they're all 10s. I wonder what he did. No, I want to do that. There we go. 15 dex, 18 con, 1859 strength. Wow, the game rolled 15 hit points. Alright, again, fighters roll d10s. And I'm going to roll 3 d10s, can't roll 1s. plus 12 because of his exceptional constitution and the fact that he's a fighter. So I got a 7 and a 7 and a 4. So he's got, what? 14 plus a 4 is 18, so he actually rolled worse than the ranger, but his plus 12 gives him 30 hit points. Cool. And he will be Kolar. Alright, on to the next character here. We are going to have an elven female. And this will be our magic user. Our magic user... You'll notice actually that I'm probably going to leave Thief out. I just don't really ever care for thieves that much. I might do... I don't think you can do Cleric Thief. Even as, like, a human, I don't think you can do Cleric Thief. Oh, that's right. You can't cross-class in AD&D as a Cleric, or as a human. Yeah, there's a Cleric Thief, but you'd have to be a gnome. A gnome can be... Yeah, I agree. Thief Mage. I really don't want to break my spellcasters apart. I think we are going to do the no thief run, where I have a fight, because you can get thieves along the way, too. I am going to do, I think, a no thief team, where we can't pick locks, and we just kind of have to deal with that. Because in the AD&D video games, all you ever really do get out of a thief is that ability to pick locks. You sometimes can use the find remove traps, but in this game you actually can't. Your thieves are capable of picking pockets, I think, but it really doesn't come into play that much in this game. Baldur's Gate's like the only one I know of where that really is a big deal. And our mage is going to be neutral good. Let's see. None of these are good. None of them are good at all. That's a decent portrait. Might use that one. It's clear that these were all drawn by different people, isn't it? Like, they're so much different from each other. I'm actually going to use that one. So this character is literally just the first 18 intelligence I find. That's our stats. And I am going to use the reroll until I find it. There we go. No con. If I was gonna have been the game making this character, I would have switched these two numbers. But that's all I would have done. Which gives me a +2 to hit points. Magic users roll D4s, and you guessed it, I have a D4. So I'm gonna be rolling a D4 3 times. Can't roll once. That's a 1. That's a 4. So now we have a 4. We have another 4. And we have a 3. Almost maximum. So we've got, 11 hit points plus 6 because of con. So 17 health. That's really good. That's actually a really good magic user right there, to be honest. It really is. So that's our elven female mage. Let's call her... I've been playing a lot of Valkyria Chronicles lately, so let's go with Alicia. I like Alicia. She's cool. Anyways, our final character is going to be our cleric. And our cleric is going to be a halfling, if the game will let it happen. It will. Hooray! The thing about the cleric is that the way this game works, you can only attack in melee from the front row. So having a straight cleric in the back, this is is one of the reasons why Cleric Thief wouldn't be a terrible idea, except for that I'd be low on Cleric spells. And that's because with the Thief on top of the Cleric, I can actually, like, have him shoot stuff. But I'd be low on Clericing, and that could make the game pretty hard. And I wanted to do the Halfling Cleric. I wonder if I should do the female. Do a Halfling female. Or should this just be our only... That's going to be our only lady. It's going to be our only lady. I almost never do this. I almost always play, like, the Valkyries, and I just have a whole bunch of girls. He is going to be... our super goody two-shoes. You'll notice I'm playing mostly a good party. That's mostly what I usually do in these kinds of games. But our Cleric's going to be our, like, holy moly. Actually, nah. I don't want to deal with that, in case that does something to the game. We don't want to deal with that. Look at that smiling face. I don't think I could bear to look at that the whole game, to be quite honest. Oh, God. Basically the only gnome. It's more supposed to be a human face, but you can imagine that he's a halfling, right? I can. His stats are more important. We want him to be pretty hardy. But he does need that 18 wisdom. In AD&D, your wisdom at 15 and higher starts giving you extra clericing spells. I believe at 15 you get a first level, at 16 you get another first level, at 16 you get a first level and a second level, I think. At 17 you get a third, and at 18 you get a fourth. So you get a whole bunch of extra cleric spells if you have a high wisdom. Alright, I'm going to swap these two numbers is what I'm going to do. This is not an 18, because you're clearly not rolling a cleric here. Halflings can only have... Oh no, I did not know that. We do not want him to be a halfling. No. Can we not undo? Can we not do the undo? Can we not? Does he have to be a halfling? Now that I've decided that? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, in case I do have to keep him this way, where's my D8? Aha! I have found it! In case I do have to keep him this way, clerics roll a D8, to my knowledge. If anybody gets mad about it in the credits, go ahead. But I'm pretty sure if we were to max this out, it would be 24 plus 6. Yeah. So, again, same thing. 7 and a 2 for a 9 and another 7. Okay, so he got 16 plus his 6. So he's got 22 right there. I'm on it already. Okay, if it'll let me back out and not have Let's have him be Alex. We'll have 2 K names and 2 A names. There you go. Select the box of the character you wish to create or view. Party is complete. We can delete him. Do I want to have the halfling cleric that can only have the 17 wisdom? No, I don't want to. I've played this game before, and I remember having a decently hard time with it when I did. So we're gonna go with a human. We will have a human cleric, who is again neutral good. I'm even gonna use the same image, actually. I kind of like it, so we'll use it. I mean, well, what are the other ones? Is there anything like super cleric-y in here? It's that one, kind of. It's that one with the chainmail. That one. I see a couple, but nah. This is a pretty decent one. Okay, so I had pretty good stats last time, but I'm gonna try to remember them the best I can. I had an 18 there. I know I had a 16 here. I think this was actually a 15 if I remember right. And that was like a 13? Or was it a 12? I think it was a 13. That was a 14. That's what wasn't. That's why it seemed wrong. I think that's right. Is that right? Is that what he had? It's a 15 now. Okay, and 22 hit points. 22 hit points. Does the game let you modify your level? No? Okay, good. And we're still gonna have him be Alex, because that works for a human too, so. In we go, with our party. This episode was character creation. Sorry, I know it was kind of boring. When we come back, there will be actual Vigigame going on. One of the things about this game is that I can only have one save. When I hit save game, it's like, do you sure you want to save? And you're like, yep, and then it saves. And that's it. It doesn't do anymore. That's what I get. So I'm going to have to kind of apologize ahead of time if any videos like don't have my sound or something like that, or if there's anything that breaks while I'm doing this Let's Play. There's not a lot I can do. If I want to, I can like back up my save on my computer. I can like go to where it is on my file system and like copy it and paste it. But I don't foresee myself doing that. I'm kind of just going to be trying to make sure that my videos come out correctly. And if they do, great. If they don't, my bad. Sorry. So when we come back, Eye of the Beholder. We'll actually get into the game, and it'll be great. When it happens, it happens. I'll see you all then. Later.